hope not for the strong. They search for the weak, the lonely, the lost, the ones desperate to be seen. Your pain, sacred control, not love. It feels like safety, but it's a cage. Your fear is the faith. Hope becomes their power. Soul the prize. This is the warning. Trust no promise that demands your mind. No love should cost you everything. This is disturbed.
Yeah, that thing is so creepy.
I know.
Good evening, everybody. How are you doing tonight? Chris, how you doing? Good to see you. And we've got the hippie witch coming in saying, hi, y'all. And, you know, as I've put in here multiple times, just so you guys know, we will be going to Rumble after a period of time, and that will be pinned up there in the top. So you're welcome to enjoy it over on Rumble. If you don't have Rumble, well, I'm sorry, but you know, Rumble doesn't like some of the the copyright stuff that might happen here, and
they're a little bit uptight about it.
I don't understand why.
Yeah, not to mention we'd probably get the twin flame crazies if we put it on YouTube, because I think that was their breeding ground.
Facebook, I think it was like more of a Facebook group is where their breeding ground was, and they branched out into YouTube, and so they've also have the stuff on the YouTube, and you will misbehave. Hunter's over there on Rumble says, I will misbehave. And Valen C says, hi, y'all. Good to see you, Val. Good to see you over there on the Rumble. So it actually works this time.
Woohoo.
What is this? Okay. You want to give them a rundown of the twin flames, Mo?
So twin flames became kind of this cultural phenomenon around 2016, kind of in the theory, supposed to be your ultimate match. In my personal opinion, it's selling a version of love where you don't have to change anything, and you can basically put like kind thought tokens into the universe and they pop out your perfect person. But that was and it's a really immature kind of look at love, but basically there is a person out there that will accept everything about you. You don't have to change, and they are there. Now, what they were targeting were women who are lost, people who are lost. This is Jeff and Shakray. I think her name is Shillelagh or Shaniqua.
Shillelagh. I like that. Yeah, Shillelagh.
I call her Shakray.
Yeah.
Now, these two, I will say, look, the ancient alien guy has weird hair, but I believe him more than these two. But they decided to start doing videos because they were both of each other's, twin flame, and they were going to tell people how to get this twin flame. And they basically came up with a course, charged money, and then started to do coaching as an MLM. But what happens is that, when you target a cult and guarantee love and these kind of things, you're mostly going to get women. This is not really a dude catcher because, dudes really don't think about twin flames all that much when they're 20. They're thinking about other flames, like loin flames.
like Yamaha, he says, you're my favorite little flamers. Oh, wait, that came out wrong. Or did it?
But
Ba-da-da.
But that being said, so basically a lot of their classes, and when we switch over to Rumble, we'll kind of see one of their main techniques, which is the mirror exercise. Now, I'm going to give you guys a rundown because I'm a recovering Catholic, and I was born in this. Like, I have been inoculated to the mirror thing, because basically what you do is you look in a mirror, and if anything is going wrong in your life, you blame yourself. Now, as a recovering Catholic, I can tell you, MFers, I've run the university on this. You cannot get me. I have felt guilty my entire life. I am immune, mother effers. But that being said, you internalize a lot, and you would have these therapy sessions with Jeff and Shakray where you would go over your trauma. So you would basically give them every single weak point you have. And with these twin flames, these women weren't searching, for people that complemented, who had the same sort of, passions as them. It was like random people that they either slept with, got rejected by. One of the people is a transgender man who was trying to go after someone who was obviously straight. But what Shakray and Jeff would do is encourage these people to basically stalk, ignore restraining orders, go in and basically love bomb and get into their person's life. Whatever the, other twin flame, your twin flame, whoever you picked out, if they weren't receptive, you weren't trying hard enough. I mean, to the point where people were getting, put in jail for restraining orders and things like that. It's crazy.
And all of this built, especially in 2020, because we know what happened in 2020. Everybody was locked in their homes, and so this cutoff of societal norms, where you would go and run into somebody at a bar, maybe get their number, or you would, as Megan Fox likes to say, meet them at an AutoZone or Barnes and Noble. I mean, the places where you would normally run into somebody, where it couldn't be anywhere. You would run into people. And I'm joking whenever I say all that. It's you have to understand that those norms got taken away. People are now locked down in their own homes, and they're not getting that same kind of stimulus that they would. That you can't go to a bar, you can't meet someone out for coffee, even. So these things really changed the whole landscape of it, and really helped boost their content up.
To cosplay my Pentecostal as I am wearing my, handy capable skirt, I will say that every human society, everything we've looked at with anthropology, there's a need for humans to connect to the divine, the spiritual, and they're turning away from organized religion, and it leaves it open to these gurus, that are spiritual, to take things. And it's happened in every church. I'm not saying that organized religion doesn't have its, Jim Joneses, but it is so much easier when you're spiritual to become your own God.
Yes.
And then when you become your own God, and Jeff is very literal that he has a divine connection to God or is God at some point. I don't know PCP related or not. Allegedly in Minecraft, the man looks... How do you look at Shakray and Jeff and say, you know what? Those two.
Well, we'll show you guys what that looks like over on the Rumble side, because it's going to be crazy. Mo is rocking Raise the Rivetar Viber.
Rosie the Riveter.
Rosie the Riveter. I got you. Riveter.
Well, yeah, I was just, I had to go to the dentist today, and I was like, I understood how Gary Busey now talks like this, because I was trying to order. Okay, in hindsight, I shouldn't have left the dentist to immediately go get food, but I put the dentist at lunchtime and I was freaking thirsty. So I'm over here trying to order a drink, and I'm like, I would like a Diet Coke, please. I'm like, I am not an animal. I am a human being. I felt like the elephant man.
I am a human. Well, and this all brings it to where Twin Flames universe is right now. They are being investigated by the government for coercive actions. Basically is running a cult. There's certain things that you tend to not do, like pay taxes, take people's money, coerce them to do things that may not be appropriate. And so they're gathering a case against these people because of the Netflix series, the Amazon series that came out, which is what we're going over and we're watching because
yeah. And
go ahead.
And I generally hate trigger warnings because I feel like we're adults, but the way Jeff speaks to people, if you've had someone that demeans you, that puts you down, this is going to make you incredibly pissed off. Like, where is Will Smith when you need him?
Yeah.
Again, Will, I know Hollywood isn't asking, but think about cameo assaults. Now, they're kind of felonious, but I think you could have a career.
Cracker Barrel, a.k.a. Causeway Bear. Thanks, Jack Buck. I love that. Sob sit vibes. No, not really sob sit vibes. It's more of I'm smarter than you. I've gotten inspiration from God. More like the same kind of thing that somebody that might fly a plane into the side of a building kind of vibe.
It's very much, if you make yourself a god, then human rules, moralities, and anything else really is beneath you. He feels genuinely that he is the smartest person in the room.
Yes.
And because he has beaten down these people because the mirror exercise is basically, again, if you are an expert at it, it sucks balls. If you've never done it, if you've never, ever, turned Catholic, it breaks you down. And especially when you will see in every video, every one-on-one, he is aggressive. He is demeaning. He is, again, very, very narcissistic. He's never wrong. You have always been wrong. And if you are not used to that, if you're not used to laughing at these people's face, because what really will get him is making fun of him. Why do you think I dress up like Sarah Boone and Lori Vallow? Because their sentences don't bother them, but people mocking them. Have you noticed how many times Sarah Boone and Lori talk about YouTubers? Mm-hmm. Because they hate it, because we can speak and mock them. That's why I do it.
Yeah.
Well, that and I like wigs.
Yes. And they deserve every ounce of mockery. And seeing, whenever you see people like this, that have this, this thought that everybody is dumber than they are, and they truly do believe that they are better than anybody else, that every single bit of mockery deserves to be made to them, especially whenever you hear them speak, the hypocrisy that they have. It shines through, and it only if you are able to notice it. And I mean, I would love to get a hold of all of their videos and just lambast the shit out of them about them. But I don't want to pay for their stupid class. But I guarantee you, I could do like thousands of streams just mocking their stupidity.
I want to join because I would laugh and make so much fun of him and be like, oh, sweetheart, no, I've already done the mirror exercise. I'm in fact a guru. I actually have my own church. It's amazing. And I'm not an asshole.
Well, but see, that's the thing. If you do anything to go against them, you're automatically out of the group, automatically kicked out. It is, there's no second chances.
No, you are shunned. And the problem is these are very lonely people. They don't target people that are having good time in their life, that have a sense of who they are. And they target women at that early 20s stage where, you you have all these goals, you have no idea, you're still trying to figure out who you are. Birthing who you really are in your early 20s is much harder than, actual childbirth, in my opinion.
Well, I mean, taking a recorder to one of their streams would be awesome. Think about that. Show up, and whenever they start talking, you just bring out the recorder. And
you know what? I'm willing to deal with the masochism and pain that would cause my soul.
But it would be
Send
so
me a
worth it.
recorder, y'all.
I am going back to YouTube until they transfer to Rumble, as I'm having issues. I'm sorry. You're doing good. You're doing good over there. Sometimes it takes a while. Stop selling it, Mo. I'm ready to join.
Well, the other problem is again, you take lonely people and you give them a social group, and they are love bombed as soon as you come in. Oh my gosh, we've been waiting for you. We have a place for you. You're going to do great. I have a great feeling about you. And you take someone who's lonely, who's socially awkward, who's maybe a little bit of an inside cat, and you constantly say that can be taken away. And again, unless you have dealt with people like Jeff and you've built calluses up and you give them the deuces, they don't go after people who have the will and the strength to call them on their crap.
No, they wouldn't come. They wouldn't come for me. They wouldn't be looking for me to join, because they would know that as soon as they tried their crap, we it's not that we would give them deuces, but we'd call them on the carpet and say, well, that's not right. As soon as a psychologist or somebody that has experience in being an actual clinician and diagnosing, depression, things of that sort that these people may have, they shun those people almost immediately. And because these are the kind of people that know people, they've experienced people, they can manipulate in ways that most people can't. They use the art of persuasion to get people convinced in it. They don't have to come out and say, you are, that this is the best thing for him. They've worked that in already, because this is his style already. It's not like he's you have to remember, he's a theater rat. So you've got to make these kinds of things convincing. You have to make everybody believe that
and he can read a room. He knows exactly what style of pitch he needs to do with which person. He can very quickly see, okay, this person's body language, things like that. Now, he might not even be conscious of it, but these are the type of, again, be glad I use my theater kid powers for good, okay?
That is true. That is true.
Because you can read a room, you know what your audience wants. Again, these are things that he was subtly cultivating his entire life. Twin Flames wasn't his first iteration of this. First, he was going to heal cancer because he had the God touch. Mm-hmm. Then he was going to be, I don't know, the Ender's Game real life. I don't know what the hell he was going to do, but he was going to sell something and make money out of something.
Yes.
And so when he figured out that this spiritual thing was something that he could basically wing and then have other people create a system for it, volunteer to help the cause. So this is dangerous on a couple levels, because I have been through something like this. So when I first lost my husband, my first job there was with a, aquatic therapy pool. And my boss was a nurse practitioner, and she said, hey, if you need someone to talk to, you can talk to me. Well, so I did. But then that was used to subtly really push me into things I wouldn't have done and, really screwed me up. So this is the part that really pisses me off, because there are people that could respond very well to therapy. And I have a huge issue with therapy now because of what I went through. And these people that are screwed up are now going to need to have someone to talk to. We got to get Sarah Boone in there. She's got a thesaurus.
A thesaurus.
Oh dear God. I read her pre-trial. This heifer thinks she's like, I have an appeal pending and I am going to be free thrown. So I would like my car back and my, storage unit and my alimony because I'm getting out. And I'm like, you just lost your 11th appeal attorney. Like, probably not.
Yeah.
I can't wait for that letter.
Oh my gosh, this is going to be so beautiful. So, and before we head over there, we're over on with you on Wednesday. It'll be Mo and I will be over on Mo's on Wednesday. I may have a stream later tonight. We'll see. We'll see. It just all depends on how I feel, because this kind of stuff can suck your soul out of you, literally.
It really can. The Stearns I have to do. I was gonna have a Stearns Monday because I can only do one day of that man.
Oh yeah.
We wish.
Well, and Volstorm, has happy hour started? Not quite yet, but it will be starting because we're going to be going over to the Rumble side, and here in just a couple of seconds, you'll see that it's going to disappear. And also if you're not liking it on Rumble, you can probably see it on Twitter. So there is that. If you're wondering where that is, you just look at Twitter and you can find Shizzywhiznut and you can watch it over there because I stream it over there also. So you're on vacation after tomorrow's work. I feel for my wife's sanity. Well, that's okay. I don't.
I fear for Mr. Mo's sanity. We had a leak in one of the bathrooms and he thought it was just the O-ring for, I'd giggle every time he says that, but he's like, got to get the O-ring for the toilet. I'm like, but it actually leaked into the subflooring. So he has to get all the subfloor. And I'm like, that looks like it really sucks.
Yes.
And he's like, yes, it does.
It does. It does. Cause then you tear shit out.
Oh yeah. Yeah. He was having a fun day today.
But we're gonna do that. We're gonna head over to, and like I said, you can watch this on Rumble. You can see it on Twitter, and if you don't have the Twitter, then I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you, because John Wildbiker says it's a shitty job. Or Laura Owen's case, a watermelon through a garden. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Well, that's how you get twins, I have heard. Not quite sure how this happens, but I have been told.
Suck hard enough, you can get anything you need. But anyhow.
Hey, I got 6 kids to put their.
We're going to be going over to Rumble. We will see you guys over there, and we'll be right back.